I'm Adam Maness.
And I'm Peter Martin.
And you're listening to the You'll Hear It podcast.
Daily jazz advice coming at you, season 2.
Love the season 2, man.
I do.
Yeah.
A couple more days, then we'll be in the flow.
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Me too.
Yeah.
Iced coffee's working.
It's working. I'm in there. It's a little bit.
Stereo.
Yeah. It's a little bit melting. That's okay.
Shout out to Squatters. Seriously, Rob and Justin over at Squatters.
Can I get a free $4 iced coffee, please, please?
They take care of us though pretty much every day.
Yeah, good cats,
Love those
good
guys.
cats.
So what are we doing today?
So today we're going to do our second of what we hope to be weekly. Are we ready to commit to this weekly?
I think we should do it weekly. Yeah.
And I think Wednesday, today's the day, right? Let's
Yeah.
do it. Okay. So this is going to be our solo analysis.
Cool.
And this is where we take Adam or Peter's. Might be Adam and Peter sometime, but
Yeah,
for now
sure.
it's Adam or Peter's favorite solos from yesteryear or from today year.
That's right.
And we just kind of break them down and try to share maybe something that you know, something that you don't know.
Yeah,
and kind of walk you through it.
We'll do some solos that you've probably heard. We'll probably throw in some that you might not know very well and just kind of talk about them.
And this one's fun because this is one that you chose, Grant Green's, the great Grant Green, St. Louis's own Grant Green, amazing guitarist.
Yeah.
And I'd never actually heard this solo, although it's funny because I know I've heard this album, but I didn't know it anyway. So I'm really looking forward to this because I love, his Blue Note period. I love his playing and his solos. There's so much to glean from them.
Yeah, so this is a solo from Miss Ann's Tempo. This is off his Blue Note record, Grant's First Stand. This solo, this whole tune was so influential to me when I was maybe 15 or 16. Someone said, check out some Grant Green, so I got this record on CD.
And it's funny how that happens.
Oh,
Just
man.
be like, check this out. What if you've been like, man, check out this, this In Sync album.
Well,
man.
I think people were, and then those don't stick with you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But this one, for whatever, I remember like having my first crappy car and driving to gigs in St. Louis and just like on repeat with this song. And like, I could sing the whole thing.
That's what you're about to do.
I did some recording a couple days ago, and I was thinking about this on the way in, knowing that we would do this. I did some recording a couple days ago, and I played some stuff that I copped from this solo a couple days ago. That's how much. That's
unlike your crappy car from High Ridge. They didn't survive. The solo did, is what you're saying.
Man, someone probably has that 84 S10.
Nice. All right. Well, I've got it queued up. You want me to kick it off?
Let's do it. This is Miss Ann's Tempo, Grant Green. This is Grant Green guitar, Babyface Willette on the organ, and Ben Dixon on the drums.
That's not the same Babyface from the early '90s, the R&B producer singer, is
When
it?
can I see you again?
Come on, now. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
All right. Here we go.
Uh-huh. First of all, how great is that blues head? Just
Right.
like straight off the bat, just two statements and then the answer.
Right.
You know?
And it's almost like the questions, the statements are so good, it's like what the answer is going to be, and you want it.
And you
anyway.
want it anyway. But that's what a great blues head does, man.
Exactly.
It's like soup.
Yes, there's logic, there's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
and then you just lay it out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now we let them hear the answer. Do it again. Sounds so good. Let's do it twice. I'm sorry, it's yours.
All right, so the thing that jumps out to me immediately is how the language he's using is so blues oriented on this blues, and it's so grooving, and there's these little bebop turns that he has, especially on like the 2/5s. It's funny because on the 1s and the 4s, those first 8 bars, he's like hitting it straight down the middle with some it's at a faster tempo than maybe a lot of blues is. But that sounds like St. Louis to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. There's like something about that really feels like home. And then his language and how swinging Babyface Willette and Ben Dixon are on this, really accenting everything with Grant Green.
Ben Dixon, is this from the St. Louis Dixons?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
I don't know Ben Dixon, actually. Anyway, yeah.
It's great what you said about St. Louis, because I always think about like this is definitely a happy blues, and St. Louis
Totally.
is like a happy blues.
It's a happy
town,
blues
you know?
town, yeah, totally,
I mean, we
totally.
can do a little bit, but that's not our specialty. The sad blues, you know. This is a real happy, optimistic blues kind of. And I mean, even before he gets to the 4-chord, you already know it's a happy blues, you know, both in the solo and in terms of the head and stuff. So that's great. All right, you want me to take it back a little bit, or you want to keep charging ahead?
Let's keep charging ahead, man.
All right.
Love that lick there.
Yeah. I think I heard Peter Bernstein might have copped that little lick there.
There's definitely some Grant
Yeah.
Green in Peter Bernstein, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Blues scale and then
Yeah.
into the down scale.
Oh yeah. Get a little beboppy there, Grant. I like it.
Yeah, just a chromatic thing going down. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean when you're phrasing and your attack and obviously the swing and the feel, but like the whole phrasing packages together so well that Grant Green had, it really opens up some things that in a lesser player could sound corny.
Totally.
It like opens up some of that great right down the middle kind of melodic stuff. It's really cool.
Well, that's why I'm so thankful that this was such an influential solo to me at that stage in my development.
Yeah.
Because it really teaches you the importance of sound and feel and time and groove.
Yeah.
And using, I knew the blues scale at this point,
Right.
so I could kind of make it sound like this,
Right,
and that
right.
was important. I think this is a great first solo to transcribe or in your development if you're
Maybe
starting.
a little on the challenging side.
Maybe
for our
on the challenge, but
beginners,
if you're ready to take on the tempo, the
Yeah.
language is straight down the middle, but everything feels amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, syncopation.
Again with that,
Yeah.
referencing back.
Sounds so good, I'm gonna play it twice. Man, talk a little about his, his syncopation.
Yeah.
Because he's using that a lot, like different melodically, but rhythmically, just a lot of straight, upbeat stuff, and then some kind of interesting resolutions.
Yeah, he took that that phrase that's in the head, that 4/4
Yeah.
tritone,
Yep.
dun 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 dun, and he phrases those upbeats.
Yep.
Almost every time he gets to that section, which is
Right.
another thing that I noticed Grant Green always does. I don't know if this was conscious or if this is a guitar thing or whatever, but you can hear the top of his like F7 arpeggio is always the 9. Like that's where he ends up in that phrase all the time.
Yep.
And whatever the dominant 7 arpeggio that he ends up with, it always ends up and turns back on the 9.
Yeah.
And I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
It gets you that sound. Coltrane does that a little bit too.
Yeah, it's a great kind of I don't know. I almost feel like it's like a modern blues sound.
Yeah, it's like
in a lot of ways.
he's playing in C minor over F.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just-
and it gives it that modality, I guess.
Yeah.
But in a very, like in a modern way, and then it enables one to kind of shift in and out of like a straight blues sound.
Yeah.
Over the course the 1-chord blues scale in a way that really fits melodically. I mean, it gives you a lot of choices there.
yeah, it's super cool. Now we're gonna get into it.
Oh, come on.
Check it out.
Yeah. So man, he built up that repetition, and then
That's what
with
I
the
stole
payoff.
the other night. But
Well, no, but it's great, and I think people don't realize until you try to do something like that how difficult that is.
yeah.
You know?
And then when he's ready to turn back around,
Yeah.
it feels so right.
And when you repeat a great phrase like that over and over again, you're up in the game for what you're gonna do. It's like the slam dunk competition. Like when you do the same dunk over and over again, people are like, wow. But then at a certain point you got to do something even better
Between
and
your
get
legs.
your way out of it. Yeah, and get your way out of the whole thing.
Grant Green just went between his legs at the end of that course. Yeah.
Now, I think it's interesting here, like, for me, I'm kind of hearing stuff, for the first time in a way, not knowing the solo that well, but, he just came off a real kind of peak apex moment with that last chorus of building up.
Yeah.
And so he does a great thing here. He's kind of doing a little bit of like, almost call it like segue kind of soloing, where you're giving the listener a little bit of a break in terms of
You're shuffling it a little bit.
you're shuffling a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, good stuff, no doubt.
Yeah,
and
but
you're in the groove, but you're not. You're letting the solo come to you. You're not chasing it around.
This is an important phrasing note, though, and I think you're spot on to notice that. Is he did have that, da da ba da 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 da. Sometimes our natural human inclination after we've built that up is then to be like, da da woo, like to go even further, whatever.
Yeah,
but he's not
no.
doing that. He's
No.
laying back. He knows there's more chopping to be done.
Exactly, and he's not throwing like. I think it's important. However you structure your solo, and this is just one way to do it. But when you hit those moments. And yeah, sometimes they're higher notes or sometimes they're louder, but sometimes it's just you repeat a phrase and structurally you fit it within the form in a way that really is a moment, And it's like let that moment have its moment somehow. Don't try to one up yourself.
Relax. Don't turn red in the face and
That's
keep,
right.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like, you go up and you make the dunk, just like chill and take the applause. Don't like take the ball and shove it in the defender's face.
Play defense.
Yeah,
Get back.
Yeah, I think Grant's playing a little defense here, actually.
It's great, man.
Oh, there he goes again. Yeah.
That's his note.
Oh,
And there it is, man. Just
wow.
It's a great, well-crafted solo all around. It makes me feel awesome every time I hear it.
You look awesome, man. You look like
I'm so
I think
happy.
you had like the flu or something when you came in. It's like you're rejuvenated.
It's probably the 200th time I've heard it, and I can't get enough of it.
Yeah. I mean, perfect length to the solo.
Yeah.
And people are always like, well, how long should I solo? Well, it depends on the solo, but when you hear a solo like this that's so well crafted and you know that solo could be nothing but that exact length, however many choruses it was.
Yeah, man.
And I kind of felt that actually that whole last chorus, I was like, I know this is the last chorus because it feels right. I know he's not going to keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff, man. I kind of like Solo Analysis Wednesday. I'm gonna start. Is this Hump Day?
I just
Do we
love
call this
listening to
Hump Day?
music, man. I love listening to music and talking about it. Yeah, we can
Right.
call it like hump day listening sessions or
That's
something.
right. And they pay us for this podcast? Come on. Oh no, they don't.
Nobody pays anything for
That's
this
okay.
podcast.
You know what? The music is.
But we do have T-shirts if you want to contribute some.
That's right. Good segue. Speaking of Grant Green's great solo, man, I've seen some great Grant Green T-shirts. I don't know if you know about that. We don't have those. We should probably
His
get
album
those.
cover T-shirts.
Yeah,
dude.
He had some of the best Blue Note. I mean, all that.
Oh yeah, it's that album cover, right?
Yeah. I got it too.
Totally.
See? Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Grant Green is a little bit slept on. If you haven't checked out his stuff, this is just a small sample of what is a super, straight ahead into the groovin' era, straight down the middle. Great language, great sound. Always feels amazing. Check it out.
Love them.
So we do have T-shirts, and where might would
What be going on today?
what is where would one find our You'll Hear It T-shirts?
Well, there's many different ways. You could go to Google and just search "You'll Hear It" T-shirts.
That's
and
Google.
maybe
Google.com.
Google.ca for Canada.
Okay.
.br for Brazil. No, yeah, you're gonna want to go to for all things "You'll Hear It." Just go to you'llhearit.com. How about that?
seems
But don't
logical.
put any apostrophes or hyphens or any of that stupid beep. Just put "You'll Hear It." No pronunciation. No punctuation.
Is that a self bleep?
That was a self bleep. We don't edit. Let's talk about that. How many times have we edited on this program in our 180 episodes?
Exactly. I think we've done 2.
2 edits.
In
Hard edits.
yeah.
Oh, because we said some politically incorrect things. Remember that one?
No, we would never do that.
Yeah. They'll never hear it. We're going to change the name
You
of the show.
won't hear
You
it.
won't hear it. The outtakes. No, yeah, we don't edit because we're having fun here. We're doing our thing. So go to you'llhearit.com. You can leave us a comment. You can leave us a voice memo, as you used to love. You can acquire a You'll Hear It T-shirt.
Heck yeah.
As of yesterday, you taught me about the cassette version. I still don't understand that because I don't have one.
This is what we're calling it, the cassette T-shirt. It's big, bold letters right up front. It
Like
just
a little
says,
cassette.
It just, you know what it is? It just says "You'll Hear It" in big letters. So,
Big and in your face.
do you remember? You didn't pay attention to pop music, but do you remember?
What are you talking about? Mr. Pop music.
No,
I
you
didn't
missed
pay
it.
attention to bad pop
What do you know
music.
about Wham?
Oh, wham, wham, thank you, ma'am.
No, that's not Wham, buddy. Come on.
No, of course I know
What
Wham.
do you know about Wham?
Shout, shout.
That's Tears for
let-
Fears,
oh,
bro.
That's Tears for Fears. That's true.
No, Wham is Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Wake
George
me
Michael.
up before you go
So in the
now.
video,
Yeah, I know Wham.
this is why we call it the cassette. Dan
Oh, I
actually
remember
called it the
that
cassette.
now.
So he's got this white T-shirt that just
And
says
little cropped
"Choose Life" or
Choose life
something.
and
Yeah,
little
yeah.
cropped khaki pants.
No, we don't offer cropped khaki You'll Hear It pants yet, but those are coming. No, so I told Dan, I was like, we need a Choose Life, but for You'll Hear It. So check that out. I have 2 on the way, but they're not here yet. So
Well, I have 0. Oh, 2. 1 for you, 1 for me.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, until tomorrow.
You'll Hear It.